Hey, what's going on, Mogul Chix and my Facebook fam? It's Adrienne Graham, CEO and founder of Mogul Chix. So, you guys are going to get so tired of seeing me over the next 90 days. I have been challenged by a coach to go ahead and say, do a video every day for 90 days in addition to other content. So, you guys know I hate doing videos that often, and I try to do them maybe twice a week, if that much. But I have been challenged and I have accepted said challenge, and I said that I would do it. I should have started yesterday, but this is going to be my first of 90 days of videos. So anyway, here it goes. So usually I like to do a theme for every day. Yesterday was Money Monday, Motivation Monday. Today is Take Risk Tuesday. And I am the epitome of taking risks. Let me explain. It's not me patting myself on the back. It's not me being overly, facetious. But I thought about it. And there's a lot of things that I did in my life that people said I couldn't do or that I shouldn't do. And I've always been that person that I always went against the grain. Whenever someone told me to do something, I rebelled. My mother, who's probably watching, can tell you that as well. And one of the things is starting a magazine. Now, you guys saw my post earlier. I was like, hey, y'all, I'm officially a magazine publisher. And I don't care who gets tired of seeing it. I'm going to keep on showing it. Yes, 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 my magazine. And the only reason why I don't show the other issue yet is because I didn't get the print issue yet. So when that comes, I'll be showing that too. But anyway, years ago, I was told that, well, years ago I started a magazine. I attempted to start a magazine. And I was told that, hey, yeah, come on, let's do it. And then partially into the process, everyone bailed on me. And they said, you can't do this. You've never published before. You've never been a magazine writer. Well, I've written for Forbes and a couple of other magazines. You guys already know that. But, you've never published a magazine before, and print is dead. Print is dying. And for a long time, I was like, no, 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 let's do it anyway. I'm going to do it. And then it was like everyone one by one started like jumping ship. They didn't want to put their name on an unknown publication, an unknown publisher, an unknown venture. So I decided to take the punk way out. And yes, the punk way. And I started a digital magazine, an online magazine, blogs. So I had a team of maybe 20 writers who blogged for me, rotating every month, which was cool. But deep down inside, I was like, I'm not feeling this. I don't want this. So I shut it down. I did it for 4 years now, mind you, but I shut it down. That was in 2012, 2014, whenever it was that I shut it down. But it just made me realize and think back to my history. When I say take risk Tuesday, take a risk today, invest in yourself, invest in your business, invest in your development. I've always been that type. And I know some of you have heard my story before, who have been here a while, and you know me, you know my story is. And I'm like, I wanted to start a radio show. They said, oh, you can't be on radio. You've never done it before. I started a show on Blog Talk Radio. No shade to Blog Talk Radio, but I started this radio show online, and it was a top 10 entrepreneur show, business show, and I was one of only two women selected in the Blog Talk Radio space. Did that show for 6 years, had a wonderful run with it, had all kinds of people, CEOs, celebrities, and everything. And then those of you it was called Views from the Top. So if you want to go look it up on Apple Podcasts, whatever it is there. So I did that, and then I shut it down after 6 years. And I did that mostly because when I started, I didn't know what I wanted to talk about. I didn't know what I wanted to do. All I know is I had stuff to say, and I wanted to get out there and show them, like, I'm going to do this. I don't care if you can't do this. I've always been that child, the product of parents who were like, don't bother people, don't mess with people, leave people alone. So I wasn't really good at promoting myself, but I knew I wanted to do stuff. So when I started that show, that was a big thing for me, interviewing people and all of that, and kind of laid the foundation to today, the Mogul Chix Chat podcast, which is on every streaming platform. So y'all need to go ahead and check that out. But I took that risk. If I didn't take that risk, I wouldn't have a radio show. Then when I said, well, I want to have a TV show, and started getting that whole Oprah vibe, radio show, podcast, TV shows, TV network, magazine, and all that other stuff. And while I am no Oprah, by any stretch of the imagination. They said, no, you can't get in TV. You're not seasoned enough. You haven't been on TV enough. I've been on interviews, MSNBC, Fox Business, a couple of other things, you know, and I've been in TV before, but I've never been in TV before. So I set off when they had Google Hangouts. I'm dating myself. When Google Hangouts made the platform available, I had a TV show, a web-based TV show. I did that for a year and then shut that down. One of the things that I have in my kind of my pipeline is I want to have streaming channels, and you guys have talked about that. I'm going to do that. I just had to push it back with everything else going on. But, you know, I built my business in the past. Started out doing it for what I wanted to do, and then let myself be talked out of my original desire for this business. Ended up running that business for 16 years and was very unhappy. When I started Mogul Chix, it was like, okay, we're going to do this different. This is my second chance to do this the right way. You know, my other companies, they're for everybody, you know, no specific gender, niche, whatever. But Mogul Chix is very near and dear to me because it is for women of color. Because there's not as much stuff out there. When I started the Mogul Chix Academy, people said, how are you going to start an incubator? You're not even an investor yet, and you don't. But I had the experience in mentoring at accelerator programs, so I knew what was missing, and I knew what people were asking for. So mine, Mogul Chix Academy, became the first business growth accelerator. Business growth accelerator for women of color that was virtual. So if I had listened to my inner fears, let me circle back. Streaming channels, we are going to have the streaming channels. My original goal was, I want to be like Oprah. I want to have a network. Look, I ain't got time. I'm 53 years old. I don't know how long that's going to take. So I am very happy that we now have the opportunity to do streaming channels. Right now, it'll be Apple, Roku, Amazon. Eventually, the game plan is Hulu and Netflix. So that's a long-term thing. But I will get that because I will take the risk and I will do it. So I say all of this to say, they said I couldn't do radio. They said I couldn't do a magazine. They said I couldn't do TV. They said I couldn't build a big business that focused on women of color. Here I am. I'm doing it because I take the risks. I invest the money. It kills me to pull out that credit card sometimes, and it kills me to spend the money, but I know I have to do it if I want to take it the next step. I am at a stage in my life where it is no holds barred. I don't have time to sit on the fence and debate and wonder. It's all about forward motion. And that's what I want you to take too. Forward motion. Take those risks. Don't listen to what people say, because usually when people want to criticize you or talk you out of stuff or talk you down from something, it's because either one, they can't do it themselves. Number two, they've tried to do it themselves and failed. Or number three, they're scared because they've never done it and don't understand it. So cut out all the background noise and focus on you. Take those risks. This is Take Risk Tuesday for a reason. What's that check you needed to write to get that education or that proximity to excellence that you need to do? What's that TV show idea that you've come up with that you need to write a treatment for? What is that magazine idea? What is that radio show? What is that podcast? What services, products, business idea have you come up with? Don't let anyone talk to you about playing it safe. You never get great rewards by playing it safe. All of the big investors, they bet big because they know that success and what you really want is on that other side of fear. So you got to power through it and do it anyway. So that's all I wanted to say. Living Proof podcast, radio show, magazine, streaming channels coming soon, business, all of that. I've never been happier with my direction than I am right now in this moment. So take that risk. What risk are you going to take today? I'm Adrienne Graham, CEO and founder of Mogul Chix, and I will see you again tomorrow because, like I said, 90 days. You know you are. This is my first video. It's out there, so I will catch you guys next time. So Mogul Chix make what? Mogul moves and power plays. Since this is Take Risk Tuesday, what's your power play? What's your mogul move? Hit me in the comments below or send me an email at info@mogulchix.com. Talk to you soon. Bye.